I started editing this podcast art video since the end of February. And so it's been a month. I only got 10 minutes into editing it, but now I'm officially done because after a month, I was like, "Oh yeah, I have this video to make." So, yeah, I'm done. It's 46 minutes long, and I'm going to export it and I'm going to upload it so it can get posted tomorrow. And I will also post the actual artwork tomorrow on my socials as well.
Hi guys, it is Star here. Welcome back to our channel. This channel is run by two sisters, so I am your host. Like I said, my name is Star. I am a 20-year-old self-taught artist, and I think that's all my introduction aside if you are new here. I want to keep this vlog relatively chill for the fact that I didn't end up recording a lot of footage like I had thought I was going to. I ended up having nearly 2 weeks of spring break. Besides I think a day, it's almost 2 weeks exact. And I actually spent most of my time resting. I did some cleaning, but most of it was resting. And so I just don't really have that much footage. I started recording a week before spring break started, and then I had 2 weeks of spring break, whatever, and then I barely have any footage, but that's okay with me. So I'm gonna just be playing my the recording that I took of my April setup. I recorded I think I was doing my setup for almost an hour. I recorded the whole footage so I can cut it down to make a 1-minute TikTok, and then I shared it to shorts and reels and things like that, and so I'll use that footage. It's quite long. It's about 5 minutes sped up, so I'm just gonna talk over it, and then we can kind of get back to the more chill text on the screen type footage after this point. I don't know how this video is gonna end. I'm not feeling too well. You'll see a little bit later in the vlog, but my sisters and I went to Prospect Park. My sister Jen and I, my twin sister, since we're on spring break, we went from Prospect Park from our house, and then my little sister came and met us after her class or her school finished, and then we were roughly there from about 5:30ish till nearly 8 o'clock at night. And it was a great time. I brought a bunch of unnecessary things because I thought that I was going to have this whole little sketchbook aesthetic type stuff, and I thought I was gonna make the most of it. I mean, we had food. I brought my camera with me as well, but I ended up taking pictures than actually drawing. And I think it's because if I didn't have my camera with me, I would have ended up sketchbooking a lot more, because I brought my markers and not my color pencils, my markers, my pencils, my pens. My sister brought color pencils, and I just had all these supplies, and I just ended up not using any of them. I did end up going in my sketchbook, but that's just more out of I felt like it was a little bit neglectful because I bought this big sketchbook and I didn't do anything, because there were some pretty things at the park, where we were sitting at and stuff, but I was more inclined to take pictures of those things as opposed to drawing them. So I think that's why. And I was also just spending some couple hours outside in almost over 80 degree weather. It was 85 degrees or something outside, but I wanted to spend time with my sisters, and so I just kind of wanted to chill and vibe. So I spent most of my time just talking with them, laughing with them, having great conversations with them, and then just taking pictures. And that was how I spent my time yesterday. But that was very overwhelming. Carrying this heavy book bag on my back, walking a lot throughout the park, and so I'm just not feeling well. I'm very sore. But that's my little update about myself. I've been doing, in terms of videos, I've been doing these art podcast videos where I mix talking about my art process of whatever I'm drawing in that video to talking about more self-indulgent topics, like things that I like watching, or things that I've watched recently, books that I've read, things just about me that I'm doing currently, like journaling and things like that. And so it's been really, really great. I don't think I have any other updates. Besides that, I got my first commission ever. You'll see me talk about it, I guess, or like write it in text. A little bit about me getting my first commission ever, but it was great. The person found me from I think my Bat Family video that I did over on TikTok, or maybe they saw it on Instagram. I don't exactly know. And it's been great. I'm doing another fan art for them, DC related, and it's like a great, like, my art world and my comic book world are mixing together, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I have a little under a week to complete everything, and I'm trying to do it within the last 2 days that I have before school starts up again, because I will get busy and I might not have time to do it or complete it. But anyways, this is my April setup. I will be done talking now, and maybe I'll talk to you guys or whatever. I don't know. See you later. I guess this is the end of the voiceover. Okay. In your head.
Oh, I should be told. I was holding the juice. I didn't want to. And I had to carry it like with my other hand underneath it. I could feel like the bag was stretching out. So I mean, it's portrait, so it might blur it out. Send the picture you have in your camera. So, you know, give me a little bit. I'm like, yeah, you probably right when I think about it. I'm like, yeah.
No, 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 no. Ah, come on, man. No, no. Good morning. How's your sleep? Huh? I can't hear you from here. What you just said? Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. I've heard of it before. What the heck, man? I just got caught in my own explosion. Oh my god. Ah! What is wrong with me? Come on, man. No, don't let me lose. Ah, I redeemed myself after the last round. Okay, last race. Whoa. Where did that come from? Oh my god, we're still doing this? I thought I was done. I will only allow losing one round and not being in first place. I refuse to make it 2 for 2. No, come on. Yes! 3 to 1. I finished Mario Kart. Now I'm switching over to Hades. I won't show every picture that I took because I took a lot of pictures of my little sister because we were doing like a photo shoot at Prospect Park, but I did kind of want to share some of these pictures. I do have to edit these either on Bridge or Lightroom, or maybe you just even use like the basic phone editor from like photos on my phone or my iPad. I'm trying to get a lot of pictures of like dogs, but I was so far away, so I used my long lens to get these pictures. But because it was like from a great distance, it was hard to focus. But my long lens goes up to 300, I think. And my shorter lens here goes up to, I think, like 50 something. I was also taking a lot of pictures of like animals that I saw besides dogs, so like birds and squirrels and things like that. I really like this one. My phone camera is making it a lot more saturated than it actually is. Okay, I think I got it to focus a lot more because it just wasn't focusing, but I took a lot of like foliage and leaf pictures as well. I quite like these as well. These are definitely one of my favorites. I came back from school a while ago. It's the first day back from spring break and I needed to treat myself a little bit. So I bought 2 cases of Oreos for my family and I got some hand sanitizers as well. And then my sister and I went to Bath and Body Works, and she bought all these lovely products for us to share. It was a nice time out while it was hot after class, but now I am ready to go take a nap. So I'll see you guys later, I guess. So I'm at the tail end of my client's commission piece, and usually when I work on something for a couple of hours now, like sitting there for hours straight, it's really hard to pick on like pieces or like mistakes or things that like you missed. So I do one of two things. One, I either just leave it for another couple of hours or another couple of minutes and then come back later, or I usually like save it after some time, go onto my Google Photos and do these like markups where I will circle like the obvious mistakes. And then I will go back later and then look at like, you know, the mistakes, like the parts that are marked up, and like go and find them in the actual piece. Yeah, I think that also something that I'm gonna do in the future after working on this piece is make my canvas size a lot bigger. Usually when I do two characters on a canvas, I don't usually use this canvas size. And so having more than like one thing on a canvas, like when you zoom in, it's very pixelated. So I think a higher canvas size will be better for future works, not even just for commissions, like my personal work. So I will, be sure to raise my canvas size, I guess, whatever. But yeah, I'm really proud of how this came out so far. I painted a little bit of the background, I blurred it out, let the foreground just show a little bit more. And then like I said, after I marked everything up, I went and I fixed the details, and everything is looking great so far. I'm gonna give myself an extra day. I did finish this earlier before like the 2-week time limit. But I'm still going to give myself like one more extra day before I send it over to the client early, just in case more things get, picked up as I continue to look through it. But as of right now, I think that everything looks okay after I cleaned up everything. So I am thoroughly impressed by myself, and I'm proud. I do hope the client likes it in the end. I'm gonna mess around with everything, but this is without like the Sonic Scream, and this is with the Sonic Scream. I couldn't find like a stamp brush, so I just did it myself. Mess around with the bloom effect and Gaussian blur, and then I lowered the opacity. And since Gaussian blur kind of expands everything, I went in with an eraser to kind of like clear up the like in between the rings. And then that's how I got this. So now that I'm done with the commission, I can go ahead and continue this fan art piece. Hi guys, good morning. It's the morning time that I'm filming, or that I filmed this sketchbook spread, and right after I'm doing this voiceover. Kind of needed something to play as I close this off. And so I really like doing this vlog. I usually like filming most vlogs, but sometimes when it comes to like the editing process, then I kind of get like tired and I don't like it. But because I put a lot of effort into it, I still post them. But I really quite like this one. Originally, it was going to be a lot shorter, like 10-ish minutes, because my original plan was to film during spring break. Didn't really do that, and then I didn't really have much footage to show for it. But I managed near the end of spring break, plus within this week. No, not really, but I managed to extend it a little bit more by adding some other clips. But regardless, there's still a lot of art, and I was able to do a lot of variety of different art. Usually when I do like vlogs, it's either like one or two things that you kind of see mainly, but I was able to do like work on character designs for my webcomic. I did the Barbie sketches. You guys saw a little bit of me working on the commission. I did, what else did I do? And then I did some sketchbook stuff. On the topic of my webcomic, my original plan for that was to do something like as a test run, which I do think it's a really good idea to kind of ease your way into it, as opposed to like start off like with something a little bit more complicated right off the bat. But I did try and I did fail. I mean, I didn't actually attempt to draw the comic itself, but I did kind of try and failed at creating the story behind what was going to be my test run, which was going to be like a romance slice of life comic with my two OCs, Elijah and Jonas, and it just did not work out. And so I want to like do my test run on, you know, within a genre that I'm familiar with and that I like to write a lot about, which is like fantasy, having magical elements, supernatural, whatever the case is. So that's what you guys saw in the beginning. I worked on a little bit on those character design stuff, and I won't talk a lot about, like, I'll just end it here with that, because I do plan on using the footage, like the time-lapse footage, to make a video about the webcomic in the future pretty soon. So I'll leave it at that. I did the Barbie sketches. I recorded the coloring process for that, and I was gonna use it either as like you know, like the visuals for another like podcast video, or just do like a ramble on like my nostalgic era of like Barbie and like how I grew up on it and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna use the footage instead for our second channel. It's called Gen Star. It's a commentary review channel, and like I'm gonna do the same type of video where I just kind of reminisce about Barbie and talk about some of my favorite Barbie movies from the past. But I'll put it on the other channel, so if you want to see that video, hopefully it will come out in the next week or so. So the link to that channel will be down below. What else I do? Oh yeah, I did the commissions. You guys saw me work on the commissions. The client really liked it, so I'm pretty happy. I was very shocked when I got like the notification that I got a commission, because I don't know, I feel like I've been putting out, like, advertising myself for about 3 years. Nothing has come from it at the time. And so when it actually did happen, I was really, really excited, and I'm super grateful. But I was still shocked, and I was kind of nervous and anxious and stressed. Like, am I really the type of person who can actually do this? Am I actually good enough? But I think that because I worked on a commission that was kind of like I'm aligned with a little bit, like, you know, doing fan art for like DC characters or just superhero characters in general. I was able to like kind of like ease my way into it, because I found some enjoyment working on the piece, regardless if it was like, you know, intentional or not. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had a blast, and I was very excited with the end product. I'll probably post the commission, because I got permission to, on my socials within the upcoming week or so. And then I did some sketchbook work, and you guys already saw that. I mean, you have this one here, and then I did some stuff over when I was at Prospect with my sisters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, but I'm doing great. The month has been good, so I hope that is the same with you all. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, but I had a blast filming this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It definitely means a lot. Jen and I will see you in another video. Stay safe, stay cool now, because it is hot as heck outside. And yeah, have an amazing day. See you guys next time. Peace. Bye.